And welcome back to more P.N.03. Next mission, next mission with the Intraguardian. This is your next target. It looks kind of like a train almost. You'll find out soon enough if it's a train or not. Blah, blah. All I have to do is destroy it, right? That's right. It's what I've been doing for every mission. They don't have any mission variety in this game.
Well, thank God. Otherwise, we'd end up with crap like escort missions.
Yeah. Actually, escort missions can be done right, contrary to popular belief. I've seen proof of this.
Okay, what game?
Metroid Prime 3.
Oh.
And a few others. It's not something that's easy to do, but it can be done. Actually, all of Resident Evil 4 is a big glorified escort mission, but at least the person you're escorting throughout the whole game is useful. The screen's a bit dark. Can you do something about that?
The only thing that looks dark is her. Everything else looks fine.
True enough. Well, anyways, you notice we're in a new environment. This is like an outside city of sorts.
See? You can see her now. It's just the lighting.
Yeah, this game does that. This is like a city of sorts, but here's the thing. Where is... They should have put, like, seats or soda machines and trash cans and stuff.
It's like, alright everyone, it's time to sleep on the floor, because we don't have beds here. It's time to eat on the floor, because we don't have tables here.
Look, this is clearly a city. You can even see, like, flying cars going past and stuff.
I kind of doubt those are cars. I mean, are there really humans living here anymore?
Well, not anymore.
So, either those are cars that are flying themselves, or it's just a robot.
Probably a robot. How are you holding up? There are 2 exits, but one of them is locked. Aren't you going to tell me which one? I think you're old enough to figure it out for yourself. Remember this room. We will be back here later. Ah, damn it. One Direction bot.
Haha. You're all dead.
By the way, that door up those stairs is the one that's locked.
Which is why you went there.
Whoa!
No! Surprise laser attack!
Damn it!
Not so much of a surprise laser attack.
I pressed the jump button, she didn't jump.
Oh, if I had a nickel for every time we said that on this show.
Yeah. Oh, you know, that reminds me of the Family Guy episode where Brian dates that ditzy blonde girl.
Yeah.
And he said something like that, and one of her friends is like, well, what would you do if you had an... He's like, it's just a figure of speech.
And they're just looking at him like... like, what the heck?
Like, what is a figure of speech? I can't figure speech it out. Oh, this room. There are... Usually when a room has branching paths, there's usually 3 different doors. The door you came in from, the door that leads to a dead end, and a door that leads to where you need to go. This room has 4 doors.
Wow, that robot shots her way off.
Oh, I do not like plasma balls being thrown at me. I believe the door I need to go through was this one. I think all the others just lead to empty, dead-end rooms. They have robots in them to kill, but you're better off getting better time instead of trying for more direct points. The time multiplier will...
It's like, so... I was just thinking, I mean, you're playing this game on easy. I wonder how many other games we're going to play on easy.
Hey. Damn it, I hate it when...
Oh, they've got you in the crossfire!
Because he spawned behind me, that's why. And because we have the sound down, I couldn't hear... Like, they make a sound when they spawn in, I just heard it just now. I heard it just now. But because we have the sound down and we're talking, I can't always hear it when they're, when they're warping in.
Yeah.
So
Well,
when they warp
sometimes I do have to have the sound up a bit more for certain games, but usually it's either a rhythm game or one that has dialogue.
This one does have voice acting in it, but only for like 2 cutscenes.
Huh.
They don't have voice acting for, like, why don't they have voice actors and they have voice acting. Why not just give voice acting to all the times the damn transmissions
Those
come
things didn't even put up a fight. I couldn't even tell what they were all
They're item capsules.
Oh. No wonder they didn't put up a fight. It's like
they're just there to give me refills before the boss. Now, here's my complaint. This thing is obviously a train, but why is it stuck here in this room threatening to, like, why couldn't this thing be outside?
Dun, Thomas was very upset that a girl had come into his private room.
Okay, Griffin Pro, up, down, up, down, up!
Well, that worked.
Yep. You're invincible when you're using an energy drive. Even a train can run you over and nothing will happen. And he was at the epicenter of a giant energy blast.
Finish the... Oh, not perfect.
As hard... I mean, they put the scoring system puts a very big emphasis on time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Oh.
Let's see, buy
7
items. Okay, the Ultra suits are now in stock after that mission.
Okay, cool.
Anyways, I'm gonna do a trial mission. I'll do a few trial missions or so to,
Well,
fatten the video a little bit.
like, I guess we'll see how long it is when you finish this one.
Yeah. I didn't even... By the way, about that, using the Griffin Pro on the train boss, I didn't know about that until I saw someone else do it in another YouTube video. It wasn't a Let's Play. Like, I didn't... Of course, that was some years ago that that was a couple of years ago that I looked, but I never really found any full Let's Plays of this game, or the few Let's Plays I did find were of really crappy quality, like, someone pointing a camera at the TV.
Wait, for this game?
Yes.
Wow. So, I was just thinking, I really don't like... Okay, I mean, I don't hate these people. Like, I'm not up on a high horse about this, but it does really annoy me when people, like, play on emulators and they have it upscaled to HD, and I'm like, you dirty cheaters! We paid well...
I paid $200...
You paid... Yeah,
dollars
for $200 for these cables, and then even more money to get the hardware to like record this stuff, and it's like, and it's not HD, and then these people are playing this game for free in HD, and it pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like, screw you. Like, that really annoyed me when I went around YouTube and I saw, after we had recorded our Donkey Kong 64 Let's Play, that there were a few that were in HD. It's just, like, impossible to actually record 64 like that.
Oh, this is an accident. Actually, every once in a while, in the recording, this game looks a lot less jaggy than it does on the actual TV.
Yeah. So, like, one thing that, okay, and it has really nothing to do with anything, but I was just thinking about Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate and how, that they basically said, they keep saying in previews, not really reviews because the game's not out yet, but like in previews they're always saying, like, trust me, this game looks a lot better on the 3DS than it does in these screenshots or on PC. It's like, you have to see it on the 3DS to realize how good this game looks.
Honestly, I think even the screenshots and stuff I've seen of it looks good.
Yeah.
But that's the
I
case.
feel like things look a lot less jaggy when you're looking at, or yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, like the graphics look smoother when you're playing it on the 3DS than they do when you see it on a website or something.
Duck and roll.
Actually, when you're looking at it on a website, once we get a capture card for your 3DS, that's what our footage is gonna look like. Which is still like a billion times better than what it would look like recording it on like from the screen.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which,
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Point blank attack.
Speaking of capture cards and stuff, I'm going to be after this game I'm doing Project Self-Feed, which we've been recording this and Project Self-Feed kind of side by side.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something like that at some point because it's like you're recording 2 of your games. I mean, I understood it for Halloween, but now you're doing it here. I'm like, you dirty cheater.
Well, I mean, you know, I only do like a mission or 2, and then
mostly I would intend to do something like that during the Project Rainfall games because I'm sure I'm gonna have a blast with them, but they're not, you know, games I've played yet that much. So, like, I really want to do something else I'm more familiar with while I'm recording them. At least, like, maybe record 1 episode or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But anyways, about the capture card.
Yes.
After Project Self-Feed, I'm going to be diving straight into a rather unknown game series that will have me using that capture card immediately for the first 2 entries. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but there might be a few subtle hints out there, especially in Musashi.
I was just thinking of all this. Well, I guess there is some shovelware crap on the DS, but I was more thinking of all the lame, made it in probably a month games they put on the DS. Like, honestly, the DS is crappy. But, well, okay, to be honest, most consoles have a big bin of crappy games.
And the more successful a console...
The more successful a console is, the more crappy games it has.
Because
everyone wants to make games for it. And, oh my gosh, the Wii. Like... so many great games, but also so many terrible games.
Oh, of course. That's the way it is with the PS2 and the PS1. And the N64, and Vanessa's moving around like she's drunk.
You know what, Mike? I think,
after this one trial mission...
Yeah, we're done. After this one. Because we're probably going to make it to 14 minutes before you're even done this.
Yep.
If not 15. Which is why I said, well, we'll see how much time we're into it.
Yeah, because one thing I forgot about trial missions until just recently, I said they take assets of levels that you've beaten, but it only goes back it only takes assets of levels so far back. Like, you won't really see assets of levels 1 and 2 anymore in the trial missions. It's usually like the last 2 or 3 it'll take assets from like the last 2 or 3 missions that you've just done.
So like, actually I brought up earlier like, what other games we're going to play on easy mode? And I was thinking like...
I really wish I had started Project Self-Feed on easy mode.
Well, yeah, but I was thinking, are we going to play Beautiful Joe on easy mode?
Well, Beautiful Joe has a system like this where you transfer stuff from one difficulty to the next, but you can't transfer stuff from the easiest difficulty.
Oh,
kids.
So we're going to play on, like...
Adults.
Yeah,
because that's Beautiful Joe's difficulty system. It's kids, adults, V-rated, and Ultra V-rated.
Oh gosh, Ultra V-rated is like... They're having sex, but they're also killing each other at the same time. It's very bloody. Seriously, that level is like a porno. A very violent porno.
Wow.
It's like, well, that's what you get when you're like, when you have ratings that are like that. Okay, so kids, G rating, obviously. Adults, what is
You
that?
know, there's no
PG-13?
PG. There's no, like, PG rating. In fact, adults wouldn't even be PG-13 would be teens.
Yeah, so adults would be R.
It goes from G to R.
And then everything after that, that's like NC-17, and then straight on...
Oh, speaking of NC-17, you know, they were... I heard on... I was at the doctor's office, and they had TVs in the doctor's office, and the sound was blaring. And in one, like, talk show or something, they were talking... Before the show came on, you know, the thing that tells you what they're going to be talking about.
Uh-huh.
They were talking about the 50 Shades of Grey movie.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And they said, it's getting an R rating, not an NC-17 rating.
And like, wow. From what I've heard about that book, that's not going to do it justice.
It's like, they need to come out with a special unrated version of the movie.
Okay, 16 minutes, not bad.
Alrighty then, peoples. That's it for this episode.
So, yeah, I just was just, yeah, like, so, really quick before we go, so it's beautiful to be NC-17, and then the last one is maybe, I don't know, straight up Grindhouse or something. I don't know.
Unrated.
Unrated edition DVD. Okay, we'll see you next time.